Welcome everybody back to my living room for a 75-minute Yin practice. Please take the next couple of minutes to get yourself set up. Maybe some cushions, some blankets, blocks if you have them, any kind of supportive items, maybe something soft to sit on. Give me about 2 minutes to get more people online and we'll get started. You can enjoy the music. It's by Soul Rising. Namaste. Okay, setting yourself up in a nice tall seat to start. This will be a very relaxing class, and I'll show you some poses to get into through the practice, and then just let you stay in silence, enjoying them the best that you can. And I'll make sure my dogs are nice and relaxed before we start. It's here. It's here for you. So this evening, this afternoon, it's evening, I would like to share with you a beautiful poem that's been circulating around. So I'll turn down the volume of the music for just a little bit. And many of you have probably seen or heard this poem already, but I thought I would share it because it's really meaningful right now, and I think it really speaks to the types of activities that people are doing in order to stay connected with one another and feel centered and balanced. And it's really helped me to be mindful of what it is that I need to focus on in life. What are the important things to focus on? And it comes from Irene Vela, and it was translated into English by Kitty O'Meara. And if you'd like a copy of these words, I can send them to you. Just let me know. And the people stayed home and read books and listened and rested and exercised and made art and played games and learned new ways of being and were still and listened more deeply. Some meditated, some prayed, some danced. Some met their shadows, and the people began to think differently, and the people healed. And in the absence of people living in ignorant, dangerous, mindless, and heartless ways, the earth began to heal. And when the danger passed and the people joined together again, they grieved their losses and made new choices and dreamed new images and created new ways to live and heal the earth fully as they had been healed. Such a beautiful passage to think about as we enter into this practice tonight, and how many of us take a Sunday night to just dive in and connect with ourselves and with one another through yoga. And if there's a silver lining in all of this, probably the way that we're connecting with each other now might be more meaningful than many of the connections that we have in our busy day-to-day lives. So thank you for taking the time to share with me. And one more thing before we get started, I'd like to pull a card from this beautiful deck of cards called Whispers of Lord Ganesha. I have no idea what the card will be or what it will say, but I will try to draw in that theme into the practice tonight. So I've spread the cards already out on my yoga mat. And there's one card, I think it might be upside down. I'm going to pull this card out. And this card, how timely now, it says prosperity. And I think many of us right now are not feeling very prosperous. It's financially such a hard hit for so many people. And yet there are so many other riches in our lives that we can call on and draw on to feel rich again, to feel prosperous again. So let me read to you what it says here in the Whispers of Ganesha readings. You have the ability to manifest prosperity in your daily life. Ganesha, who is a deity in the Hindu mythology, who is a destroyer but also placer of obstacles, Ganesha asks that you work on integrating and accepting the spiritual truth that you create your own reality. Truly understanding this makes all the difference when it comes to prosperity. You're responsible for creating and generating your success. It is your divine right to do so. A job in itself does not bring you riches. Abundance is more than a job or having money. It is an attitude. It is about living with appreciation and gratitude daily for all the blessings that are bestowed upon your life. And right now, I think if we can tap into that sense of gratitude of all the riches that we have bestowed upon our lives, I think for one, being able to stay home safely right now in a country like Canada and feel the support of the people around us is beyond the measure of any amount of money we could get paid for any job. It is easy to forget or neglect the gifts that you receive day after day from the universe, the divine, the source, the creator, whatever you call it. One of your promised gifts is your divine ability to generate the success you want in life by using your spiritual talents. These are abilities that are innate within you. You were born with them. They could include writing, speaking, creative expression, or business ability. Utilize your gifts. You are being given an opportunity to notice and develop them and begin offering them to the world. And so I hope in your own way, in your place of solitude, wherever you are right now, you're finding a way to generate and tap into your gifts and maybe share them out with the world. That's one of the inspirations I had for sharing these yoga classes. This is something I love to do and share, and the money isn't important right now. What's important is to keep my energy flowing and to keep my connection with all of you. So thank you for being part of that. You might like to start writing a prosperity journal. Call on Ganesha to work with you on this. Imagine what would be the perfect day for you and describe it in great detail in your journal. Involve all of your senses to make it as real as possible. See, hear, feel, smell, taste, and touch this experience in your mind and heart and help bring it to fruition. This is an abundance card, and wow, we could all use some abundance right now. Ganesha is reminding you that you have everything you need now. It is your time to claim your abundance. So let's bring that idea of prosperity and abundance into our practice tonight. I'll place that card right there by the candle. And hopefully you can enter into this practice with a sense of gratitude for all the amazing gifts that you have and all the abundance that you already have in your life. So we will begin in a nice tall seat. If you've been sitting for a while, you can extend your legs out, give them a shake, maybe cross them the other way. Bring your hands to your heart center. We'll open our practice this evening with this chant of Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, a chant for peace. We say it 3 times. Shanti means peace. Peace for yourself, peace for each other, peace for the world. Let's begin, and feel free to listen or chant along. Maybe you have people around you can join in together. I just have 2 little dogs, and one's chewing a bone, so hopefully you can't hear that too loud in the background. Take a deep, clearing breath in through your nose, and a big sigh out your mouth. Exhale. Let's begin together. Inhale through your nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bowing your mind into the light of your beautiful heart with a sense of gratitude for abundance of all that you have already within you. beyond the riches of any dollar figure. Being aware of all that you have in your life right now to be grateful for. And welcome yourself to your practice in your own way. Maybe you say namaste. We'll start our first posture. If you're sitting onto a block, you're welcome to keep it there or release it. You can take this next pose either lying down or sitting up. So it will be either a butterfly pose with your feet together, knees out wide and bowing forward. And you're welcome to use any blocks that you like, maybe to support your forehead. And sometimes it's nice to stack up a couple of blocks. If you'd rather lay yourself down for this practice, then just get down onto your back. Keep your feet together, knees out wide. You can have your arms beside you, palms facing up, a gesture of surrender. And I'll start up the beautiful music again from Soul Rising. You can find his incredible music on Spotify along with this playlist that I'm sharing with you tonight. So get comfortable in the posture. Every posture in the Yin practice we hold for time. And each posture allows the tight fascia of the body, the connective tissue, to soften and release. So allow the postures to help melt you down, you could say. And start to breathe in and out through your nose if you haven't already. And maybe the next few breaths, take a nice big sigh out your mouth. So nice to see so many of my regular Yin and Power students and some friends who maybe haven't practiced with me. I see you out there. Thank you so much for sharing. So just get into it, get into the posture, enjoy. You can close your eyes. Maybe you can find an intention for your practice if you haven't already. Maybe it's something around the idea of abundance. Maybe it's around the idea of gratitude. So good to see so many people on here. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your evening with me. And continue to allow the hips to soften. In this posture, we're releasing around the lower pelvis and the root chakra, Muladhara chakra, and this is around our sense of safety, our sense of belonging, our sense of feeling grounded. And right now there are many ways that are preventing us from feeling safe, from feeling a sense of connection and belonging. So use this practice to ground yourself back in and stay present with your body, and recognize there are so many people in the world right now in the same situation, and this is one of the ways that we can reconnect. If you're needing a little bit more support, you can always put something under your outer thighs, and if not, just allow yourself, your body will let you know when you get to your working edge. If you're using props and you start to find yourself being able to release a little bit more, then maybe remove the props. If you're sitting upright, let the head hang down. Chin comes in toward the chest. The back of the neck is long. The whole back spine is opening. The back body in yoga is about our past, so releasing any of hurts or feelings or emotions from your past experiences. Let them go. Let them slough off behind you, and see if you can soften a little bit more. If you're lying down onto your back, let the inner thighs relax even more. Let the pelvis open. Breathe deeply here. Try to lengthen your breath. So every inhale, can you take a count of 4 or 5 breaths? Every exhale, maybe 5 or 6 breaths. A bit of a longer exhalation, and feel free to sigh out the mouth any time that you need. Powerful breathing. About 2 more minutes here in this posture. So if you need to make any adjustments, make them, and then try to hold wherever you are. Find that powerful stillness. Meditate on your intention. Come back to the words of the Ganesha card of prosperity, that whatever it is that you need right now, you have all of it within yourself, and really trust that you have that you're not lacking. Anything that you think that you need right now, it's already there. And we seem to be thinking that we need more and more and more in our lives right now. We need to pile things up, in fact. What if we run out? The things that you need the most, you will never run out of. So let that really sink into the Muladhara chakra, the lowest chakra, our root chakra. Let it sink in that you have everything that you need, and then relax with it. Let it take you deeper. Last, I would say 12 breaths here, usually about a minute or so for most people, minute and a half. A few more deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. The butterfly pose, it symbolizes the transformation. And so for many of us, we're going through such an intense period right now, almost a struggle, like we need to break free of this casing that's around us, just like the butterfly would be inside the chrysalis. But while that's happening, the butterfly is growing and expanding and ready to change. So it's a beautiful thought to think, how will we come out of this on the other side? What transformation will each of us undertake as we move through this challenging time, this period of intense pressure, just like that chrysalis on the butterfly. You know, it's the intense pressure on that piece of coal that turns it into a diamond. A beautiful transformation through this posture. Last couple of deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. Sigh out your mouth. Exhale. Last deep inhale. And sigh out your mouth. Exhale. Now if you're sitting up, you'll slowly roll yourself up. Bring your knees together. If you're lying on your back, bring your knees together to touch. Roll over to your left side. You can stay there and then eventually make your way up to your seat. And when you get up to your seat, if you're not already there, take your feet and knees wide and windshield wiper your knees side to side a few times. Pressing one knee all the way down in the center, other knee to the left or right. These slow transitions between postures are just as important as the postures themselves. They give us a chance to realign, to reconfigure, to neutralize. So give yourself time here. If you'd like, you can extend your legs straight. Reach your arms up to the sky. Big stretch, and maybe it's just a nice forward fold in the center. Wave yourself back up. Inhale. Feel free to keep your knees bent. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly we'll cross over our ankles and come forward onto our hands and knees. You can stretch out your right and left leg behind you one at a time, pressing your heel back, toes are curled under, stretching the leg right and left. If you want to take a downward facing dog, you can, or upside down V shape. Pedal out your heels a few times, might feel nice. Or stay in tabletop, maybe take a few cat and cow breaths. We'll be making our way into our next posture, which will be deer pose. For those of you that want to go deeper, you can take a pigeon pose, or in Yin we call it sleeping swan. And we'll start by taking the left shin bone forward, and then sit down onto your left hip and slide your right knee behind your left foot. So I know it's in reverse when you're watching it on the Facebook Live, so just adjust yourself as you need. I might not be the best mirror image for you. So left shin is forward, right knee comes behind the left foot. What I like to do in this posture is to take either a big pillow, which I have from my couch, or a bolster if you happen to have one at home, and put it directly in the same line as my front shin and then lean forward over it. If you want to come into something a little deeper, you can take a twist by taking the bolster or the cushion to your left side, and a twist to the left as you lean over your left thigh. So you can decide which variation works best for you and then settle down into it. And here again, we're working into the hips and the pelvis, so getting a little bit more into Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, which is our sexual energy and our creativity. You can allow your pelvis and sacrum to relax down, either staying in this more neutral position or off to the left for a twist. If you want to go deeper in this posture, slide your right leg back behind you and you can come more into a pigeon pose or sleeping swan. Stay upright for a moment. And same idea here, you can lay down toward the right side with the bolster or not in front of your shin, or you can twist off to the left. Close your eyes, let your head relax. You can use a block underneath your forehead if you like. This is a nice long hold, so take your time, sink into it deeply. Deer pose or sleeping swan. There's no efforting in the yin practice, so if you're trying to go deeper and get a really intense stretch, try to ease out of it a little bit and take yourself back a step. This is about a slow melting, not a strong pulling. If anything in this practice, really give yourself the sense that less is more. So less effort, more relaxation. And I know it's hard to do. Sometimes we want to go, go, go in yoga. This is the time to really slow it down. Our creative energy that's associated with Svadhisthana, the sacral chakra, which we're opening here in this posture, can be quite stifled right now. A lot of us are stuck in our homes. We have limited access to the outside world and doing the same things over and over again. So it's great if you can find a way to channel your creative energy, maybe trying something new or trying on some things that you've done in the past that you haven't done for a while. And for me, this posting of yoga classes has been really a challenge to my creative energy to try and find a new way to share and put myself out there. And it's really helped me actually to stay positive, give myself something to look forward to. So I hope you're finding that same channel of energy in some way. Maybe it's cooking, maybe it's art, maybe it's new ways to exercise. I've tried a lot of different online classes lately that I've never thought I would have tried before. Really fun, actually. You can set up your living room in new ways to do yoga. Let's take our last 8 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose, and find a nice releasing sigh out the mouth. Let something go. You're like a DJ with all this technology around. Last couple of breaths, everyone. I know I can't hear you, but you can hear you. So sigh out your mouth. Ah, really release. I can feel that. Last deep inhale. Sigh out your mouth. Ah. And take your time as you're ready to come back to your hands and knees. You're welcome to take either the legs extending back and forth behind you, that tabletop position again with cat and cow, a few breaths cycling through the spine, or maybe downward dog. Maybe from downward dog you even want to lift up a leg, bend your knee, give yourself a little opening here. Nothing strenuous, neutralizing. Maybe you even like a child pose. Child pose is always nice. Forehead down. Wherever you are, take about 5 to 6 deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And when you're done your 5 to 6 deep breaths, you'll set yourself up again on the other side. So this time the right shin will come forward. Left knee comes behind the right foot for deer pose, and you can place the bolster straight in front of you, so sort of in alignment with your right shin. If you want to lean forward, and you don't need to have a bolster. If you want to place your bolster, mine's conveniently already over to the right. You can lay forward or lay over to the right to get a twist. And again, the option to go deeper, but not for the purpose of straining yourself, just for a deeper stretch, is to extend your left leg back behind you, slide the left kneecap back, find your steady balance so you're up on both hips evenly, and then you can either lay straight down, or you can take that same idea of twisting a little bit over to the right side. Wherever you are, have about 5 minutes of a hold here, so it's a nice long time. So let yourself sink into it. Don't worry about coming out. Don't worry about checking your phone. Don't worry about looking at the screen. Just close your eyes down and center. I know it's tempting with these classes when you can see things coming up on the screen, and don't worry about that right now. Worry about staying relaxed and opening up through the sacrum. Use this opportunity as you release any tension and tightness from the hips to sigh, soften, and let go. We hold a lot of emotional tension in our hips. I always think it's kind of like the junk drawer of our body. We put a lot of pent-up emotion into the hips. And sometimes it's hard to shake it all out. It gets packed in there quite tightly. So this is the opportunity. Whatever tension you've been carrying, and there's a lot being put on us the last couple of weeks, try to let some of that go. See if you can sink your hips down even further into the mat below you. Deep inhales and long exhales. When we're all allowed to see each other again, which I can't wait for, by the way, we should have a big yoga retreat somewhere wonderful. All get together again and do these same things in person. It would be so good. Maybe that's what I'll put the focus of my mind to. In fact, right now I'm supposed to be on a yoga retreat in Mexico, so I'm channeling that retreat type energy to all of you tonight. Maybe one day my wish will be that we can all take that retreat together. About 12 more deep breaths. If you find that you lose your focus in this practice, count your breaths or say to yourself, I am inhaling, I am exhaling, and use that meditation to keep you focused and centered. here for the last minute and a half or so of this side. If you feel like you can release any props to go a little deeper, feel free. Maybe you come all the way down. Counting your last few breaths here. Inhaling through your nose. Sigh out your mouth. Last deep inhale. Nice long exhale. You'll slowly unwind yourself from this posture. Again, back to your hands and knees if you like. Back to child pose. Back to downward dog. Anything that's neutralizing for you. Take 5 breaths wherever it is. And when you're ready, you can come back down onto your shin bones and just take a look here. Next posture will be a supported fish pose. So if you have a nice long couch cushion like I do, or a bolster, we're going to lie our spine down onto the cushion. If you don't have a cushion, you can still do this posture lying on your back and just squeezing the shoulder blades together to try to elevate the chest. If you do have 2 blocks, you can also lay your blocks down in a T shape, and they can be on any setting, and one block will come behind your head and the other block will be between your shoulder blades. You're going to have to adjust yourself in there as it feels good for you. So make your way onto your back. I'll demonstrate using my big couch cushion. And your hips will be on the mat and the cushion will be right behind your sacrum. And you'll lay down. And then you have some options. You can cactus your arms out to the side. And you might need some blocks to support your hands if it's hard to get your hands down. You can take butterfly legs again if that feels good. If you want to take the opposite, feet wide and knees together, also nice. You can also keep the knees bent, feet on the mat. I like to have my legs extended for this to get a little bit of stretch through the hip flexors. And then let your arms either be in cactus or they can just be alongside your body but out wide to the side. This is a nice long hold supported fish pose. A beautiful way to open up 2 of our chakras, the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus, and the heart chakra, Anahata. So you kind of get 2 for 1 in this posture. And I'll demonstrate with the blocks. If you have the blocks, you'll put the blocks down in a T shape. They can be on a higher setting if you like. And then you'll lay down, adjusting. So one block is right between your shoulders and the other is right behind your head. And if you don't have blocks, you can always try to use cushions or pillows in the same way. Find a position for your legs that feels good and your arms. Close your eyes. In yoga, the Manipura chakra, the solar plexus, is our power center. This is the place where we derive our own personal energy. So where are you getting your energy from right now? How are you staying connected to that source? And Anahata chakra, the heart chakra, this is our connection to love, love for ourselves, love for each other. And right now, maybe in being so separated from the people that we love, it's hard right now. It hurts in so many ways to not be able to make those strong connections in person. So I hope that you're feeling that connection with me. I'm definitely feeling it with you, that we can still stay connected to one another even if we can't be there in person. And this time is such a poignant reminder of that. So in this posture, stay connected to your power center. Stay connected to your sense of love. Dive in deep. Close your eyes and meditate. Take a few sighs out the mouth if your chest is feeling tight or your tummy's feeling tight. It's common right now. Let the heart pull open. Let it crack open. Let the light back in. This can be such a time of darkness. Don't succumb to that. Let it be open. Breathe deeply here. I'm sending you love. Send it back. Remembering the Ganesha card, this card of prosperity, that all that we need is already inside of us. And I think the source of all of that is love. It's true what the Beatles said, love is all you need. Let you experience the next few minutes in silence. Last 6 deep breaths here. Count your breath. An important aspect of this posture, that anahata, the heart chakra, is connected to our immunity. So right now it's so important to have the health of our heart, the thymus gland right by the heart, to help protect us and keep us strong. So breathe some energy, some prana there, life force. How can you stay strong during this time? Healthy. Last few deep breaths. Inhale. Sigh out your mouth. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. As you're ready to come out of this pose, take your time. If your knees are apart, close your knees together. Bring your feet onto the mat, knees bent, and gently roll to your left side. Come off of your bolster or your blocks and just nudge them behind you. Try to push them off of your mat if you can, so they're out of the way. And then just stay curled up onto your left. Stay in this fetal position for the next few breaths, reconnecting here. It's a kind of a slow awakening, like you're in bed at night. You just want to curl up onto your side for a moment and then get back into another position. And then as you're ready, take a couple of more deep breaths. Try to make your way onto your back, so clearing your mat of any props or blocks. And we'll come into a little bridge pose, a supported bridge pose. But before we do that, we'll take a few floats up and down just to release the front line of the body, which we've been opening a lot already. So it will release the root chakra, the sacral chakra. It will release the solar plexus chakra and the heart chakra, the first 4 chakras. So have a block or bolster handy to the one side of your mat, maybe two if you want to go deeper. Bring your arms beside your body, bend your knees so your feet are underneath your knees. On your inhale breath, lift your hips up off the mat. If you have the space, float your arms up and over your head. Take one more inhale, lift higher, knees are hugging in. As you exhale, lower the hips down, hands back down. And let's do that a few times. I'll just turn to the side so you can see. Inhale, hips are lifting, arms are lifting over the head. Exhale, coming back down. Turn this way so you can see it the other way. Inhale, hips are lifting, arms lifting. Come back down. Let's do that 3 to 4 more times. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, hips down. You can have the arms floating. Inhale. Exhale. Connect with your breath. You move as slow as you can. Breathe as slow as you can. While you're moving, you're breathing. Let's do one more together. Inhale, lift your hips, float up, palms reach up and over the head. Press the backs of your hands down into the ground if you can. Lift up a little higher. Exhale to lower. And now we'll come into our holding posture. Slide your block underneath your sacrum. You can put it on any setting. So right now I have it the lowest setting, the mid setting, or the highest setting. If you don't have a block, you can use pillows. The highest setting is a lot for the yin practice though, so don't go too high. It needs to be sustainable. Arms can be beside you. If you want to get a deeper opening, especially for the heart, take your elbows out wide like a cactus, and then backs of the hands resting down. So supported bridge pose here. Now in this posture, the heart is open, it's a back bend, and the hips are lifted, so also a bit of a opening for the front line, but importantly, the chin comes in toward the chest slightly, so this is activating the Vishuddhi chakra, the throat chakra, and also the thyroid gland, so regulating our metabolism right at the base of our throat. And in this posture, it's deeply connected to our voice and to our ears. So what we say, what we speak, and what we hear. And right now we are being bombarded by a lot of difficult news, by a lot of strong images, sometimes quite traumatic. And how do we filter all that? And then what comes out? What are we saying? What are we thinking? How are we perceiving what's happening around us? And how are we sharing that out into the world? So focus here on maybe some things that need to be said or some things that you have said. What is it that you need to start listening to? What have you been listening to? How does that all work together? Settle in here. It's a beautiful restorative posture for the spine. Maybe your arms are in a cactus to help push the lungs up, or maybe your arms are beside you, or any other variation that you like. Little bridge pose. This next song by Soul Rising is called Home. And it's so nice that you're in my home with me here. It's really special actually to just open it up to people and you know, give a little window into how people live their lives and the kind of the surroundings that they're in. I wish I could see what your home looks like. Maybe we can trade videos one day. But thank you for being in mine. Close your eyes, relax, go deep. I'll join you in the pose. Soften the space at the base of your throat. Let your chin tuck in just a little bit more. See if you can soften the space between your eyes. Your third eye, Ajna Chakra. Meditating on the sound of your breath and your intention, if you set one. And the theme of our class tonight, prosperity or abundance. Knowing that all that you have, all that you need is already there within you. Trusting that it's there. That regardless of the amount of money that you make or your job or your career, the things that you have in your life that don't cost money are the most of your riches. More valuable than any dollar amount, any figure. And trust right now that you have what you need. The universe will provide you with what you need. Taking your last 8 to 10 deep breaths here. Feel free to use a powerful sigh out your mouth. Use this opportunity to let go. There's so much holding on right now, so much gripping, a lot of tension in our lives. Don't hold on now. And taking your last few rounds of breath. When you're ready to exit out of the posture, and please take your time to finish your breaths. Bring your arms back to a neutral position beside you. Lift your hips up enough to slide the block or bolster out from underneath your hips. And take a moment to settle right down onto your spine. You might even want to extend your legs straight. Take a few breaths here. And then as you're ready, you can hug your knees into your chest, Apanasana. Maybe take your knees out wide, reach through and grab the outer edges of your feet, Ananda Balasana, Happy Baby. Rock side to side. Another option as well, Viparita Karani, and you can roll out your ankles and wrists. Or any other neutralizing position for yourself. Take 3 or 4 more deep breaths here. Our next posture will be a supine twist. So if you have some pillows or a bolster, you can bring, my bolster is pretty big for this, but maybe I'll take a smaller pillow. And bring a pillow between your inner thighs. And roll over to your left side with the pillow between your thighs. If you don't have a pillow, knees stacked is fine. And then you'll start to open your right arm out to the right, and you may need to put it onto a little set of blocks for more support. You might want to keep the arm as a cactus or a straight arm. Your left hand comes on top of your right thigh, and turn and look over your right shoulder. A beautiful supine twist. So here, really working in every one of the energy centers from the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, all the way up to the throat as you turn your head and look away from your knees toward the right side. If you have a different supine twist that you like, please take that variation as well. Any options are good. Allow yourself to breathe deeply here as you open up the spine on the inhale to lengthen it and create more spaciousness. As you exhale, a softening in. It's like a nice massage for all of the internal organs as they push up against your spine and your belly, up against the breath, inhaling and exhaling. That diaphragm squeezing and releasing. Take your last 8 breaths here. Last 3 or 4 breaths. Sigh out your mouth for the last couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And take your time to release onto your back again. You can bring that cushion with you if you like, and place it in front of your shins and squeeze your shins to your chest, Apanasana. Rock side to side. You can stay here. You can also take happy baby. I got a puppy on my mat. And when you're ready, you can roll to your right side with that cushion between your thighs. And then when you're ready, you'll open up your left arm to the left, either in a cactus, maybe using blocks, or a T-shape. Right hand on your left thigh, turning your gaze toward the left. So a supine twist. And if you have any other variations of supine twist that you like, you're welcome to take them. Any variations are welcome. Come on. Continuing to breathe. Feel that expansiveness of the spine as you inhale, creating space and openness. And then as you exhale, allow that massage of the internal organs, squeezing and releasing with each breath. And after this posture, we'll wrap up our practice and make our way into a pose that you would like to hold for Yoga Nidra, a Shavasana style pose. And then I'll guide you through a Yoga Nidra, then transition right into Shavasana. So the class may end, you don't even know it. Hopefully you relax so deeply at the end that you say goodbye to me later. And if you've never done Yoga Nidra, it will be a nice treat. Take your last 5 deep breaths here, everyone. Breathe in through your nose. Sigh out your mouth. 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And taking your time as you're ready to transition again onto your back. You can bring that cushion in front of your shins again. Give yourself one more squeeze, side to side. Rock it out, or happy baby. Or if you like, Viparita Karani, legs up and arms up with some nice juicy rotations of the ankles and wrists. And then please start to set yourself up as you're ready for Yoga Nidra, followed by Shavasana. I have this gigantic cushion, but you can place a cushion underneath your thighs. You're welcome to cover yourself with a blanket. I definitely highly recommend that you cover yourself with a blanket. If you have any relaxing oils, you know I like to spray those in the class. Spray yourself with some oils. Turn down the lights. If you haven't already, maybe put a nice soft pillow behind your head. And as you're laying down, let your arms be beside you, palms facing up. I'll give you a minute or two to set yourself up. Maybe you put on some nice socks, cozy sweater. I'll turn down the volume of the music just a little bit while I'm speaking, and then I'll turn it back up for Shavasana. I'll get close to the camera so you can hear me. So Yoga Nidra is a yogic sleep, and it's not intended to necessarily make you fall asleep, but it often happens to me a lot. But they say that one Yoga Nidra, like this one little session, even 15 minutes, can be equivalent to the same effect of 8 hours of sleep. So you feel very refreshed and rejuvenated once you come out of it. So I hope you have that same experience. So close everything down if you can, all of your senses, the best that you can, except for your sense of hearing. All you need to do in this practice is listen. and move through the body systematically with me as I'm guiding you, and see if you can help all of those body parts relax. So first, with your hearing, notice the sounds that you hear in the space that you're in. What's the furthest sound away? What's the closest sound to you? And focus in on the sound that's closest to you. Just notice what it is. Maybe it's my voice. Maybe there's a humming sound in the room. Maybe the sound of another person. And take a few deep breaths with your awareness on that sound. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And start to bring your awareness to the sound of my voice, and let my voice guide you through your body step by step, relaxing and releasing every part of your body as we go. Bring your awareness all the way to the left side of your body and to your left thumb. And if it helps you to bring a little bit of movement into the body parts as I name them, you can. Otherwise, a conscious relaxing. Relax your left thumb. Relax your second finger, your third finger, your fourth finger, and your fifth finger. Relax all of your fingers. Relax the palm of your left hand. Relax the top of your hand. Relax the sides of your hand. Relax your wrist. Relax your whole left hand. Relax your forearm. Relax your elbow. Relax your upper arm. Relax the front and back of your arm. Relax your left shoulder. Relax your entire left arm from your fingertips all the way to your shoulder. Travel down the left side of your body all the way to your left foot. Bring your awareness to your left big toe. Relax your left big toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, and your fifth toe. Relax all of your toes. Relax the top of your foot, the bottom of your foot, the sides of your foot. Relax your heel. Relax your ankle. Relax your whole left foot. Relax your lower leg. Relax your knee. Relax your upper leg. Relax your hip. Feel your entire left leg relax from your toes to your hip, and your entire left arm from your fingertips to your shoulder. The left side of your body heavy with relaxation and surrender. Now bring awareness to the right side of your body all the way to your right thumb. Relax your right thumb. Relax your second finger. Relax your third finger. Relax your fourth finger. Relax your fifth finger. Relax all of your fingers on your right hand. Relax the palm of your hand. Relax the back of your hand. Relax the sides of your hand. Relax your entire hand. Relax your wrist. Relax your forearm. Relax your elbow. Relax your upper arm. Relax your shoulder. Relax your entire right arm from your fingers all the way to your shoulder. Travel down the right side of your body all the way to your right big toe. Relax your right big toe, your second toe, your third toe, your fourth toe, and your fifth toe. Relax all of your toes. Relax the top of your foot, the bottom of your foot, the sides of your foot. Relax your right heel. Relax your ankle, your lower leg, your knee, your upper leg. Relax your right hip. Feel both of your limbs on the left side and the right side, your legs and your arms, all heavy with surrender, with relaxation. Feel your arms relax more. Feel your legs relax more. Take a deep breath in. Relax all of your limbs, your 2 arms and your 2 legs. Bring your awareness to the back of your body and feel whatever part of your body is touching the mat. Breathe in there and relax as you breathe out. Relax the back of your legs, your hips, your lower back, your mid-back, your upper back, your neck, and the back of your head. Let everything soften as you melt down into the mat. Bring your awareness to the front of your body, top of your feet, front of your legs, front of your pelvis, front of your belly, your torso, your chest, your shoulders, and your neck. Feel the whole front line of your body relax deeply. Take a breath in and a breath out. And bring your awareness to the top of your head. And as if you were a pot of melting wax, let the whole top of your head start to melt over your forehead, over your face, over your cheeks, over your jaw, your chin. Let everything melt and relax. Even the sides of your head, your ears, softly melting down. Imagine your whole body like that pot of wax, melting and melting and melting. Melt right down into your mat. Take a breath in here. Surrender fully as you exhale. And allow yourself to stay here relaxed until you hear the sound of my voice, or as long as you like. Enjoy these next few minutes of quiet and deep relaxation. Continue to stay here in this beautiful Shavasana for as long as you like. I'll continue the music for a few more minutes, and then when you're ready, allow yourself to slowly transition up, taking your time, maybe making your way right into bed or into your evening activities. I want to wish you from my heart to all of your hearts with deep, deep gratitude for this opportunity to share something that I love so much with each of you. Namaste. Recognize the light in you and the light in me. And I'll continue these yoga practices every day. From Monday to Saturday at 9:15, I'll continue alternating flow and power. So tomorrow will be flow, and next Sunday night again for Yin. And I hope we get to meet again in person soon. And if not, please come join me in my living room every day. I would love to see each and every one of you. Stay as long as you like.